One of the hardest things about grief is the desire for things to go back to normal. What I'm about to say is going to be quite challenging and hard to receive. And I say this with love, and it's even for my own self, is that normal that you're looking for, is never coming back. And it's hard to admit that, and it's hard to accept that things will never be the same for you again. But we struggle because we want things to go back to normal before the loss. And the reason why you can't go back to that normal is because the norm that you were used to was based on the existence of that person, that job, that thing that you're grieving. And the reality is that it's hard to accept that normal will never come back again. What I'm going to say will help you if you receive it, is that the older you get, the more you realize that normal is relative, meaning that normal is constantly changing. Your norm for today was not your norm when you were 16. Normal is relative, it's always changing. So we have to learn to grieve old norms, but be open to a new normal. So it's no longer, I want my old joy back. That old joy was based off a certain season and the presence of a thing or a presence of a person. But now that that thing is no longer here, or that person is no longer with us, we have to learn to discover a new normal. What does joy look like now? What does peace look like now? So, for example, Thanksgiving used to be my favorite holiday because that was a time I would go see my grandparents, and my grandfather passed away a few years ago, and I was used to seeing him on the Thanksgiving holiday. So part of the joy of the day was seeing my grandfather. He's no longer with us. So Thanksgiving doesn't have the same shine like it used to. I'm appreciative that I get to spend time with my grandmother now on Thanksgiving. She's 92 years old, but there's still a shine missing. Something's missing. So now, instead of me looking for the old joy, what does joy look like for me now? What does peace look like for you now? I know you've lost a person or you lost a thing, but you need to learn, what does joy look like to you right now, today? Find that joy and learn to celebrate that joy. Grieve what you lost, but be open to the hope of a future that God has for you. If you're still alive, God has joy for you. Find new joy, find new peace while you're grieving what you lost, and believe that God has you. See you later.